there, everybody on the replay. Feel free to tap the screen and give me some hearts if you like what's going on. I am doing my best to do a scope here from the Cincinnati Airport because that is where I have landed. And I have no idea whether the scope is actually working. I have no idea if anybody can actually see me because I honestly am connected to the airport Wi-Fi, and the airport Wi-Fi, airport Wi-Fi, not so much. So I'm going to just, talk with y'all as much as I can about a few of my favorite travel apps. Because since I'm in the land of travel, you can see I even got my, official headphones traveling land on at the moment. Since I'm in the land of travel, that's what I'm thinking about today. So, as an organizer, I always care about having really organized travel tools. And so I thought I'd turn you guys on to a couple of useful ones that I wouldn't imagine traveling without these days. So the first one is actually a website that, if you haven't found it yet, I am a huge fan. It's called Yapta, Y-A-P-T-A, yapta.com. And that's what I use whenever I'm trying to find airfare for inexpensive flights. So if you've got a trip coming up and you want to be able to track a specific flight and watch the price of it fluctuate up and down and then get a notification if it goes below a certain amount, I've literally saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars over the years using Yapta. So if you haven't found that one yet, you definitely want to check it out. Then the other couple that I was going to mention to y'all, and I have to be quick because it looks like my mother might actually be getting here to pick me up finally. The other couple I was going to mention to you all that I love are tripit.com, which is how I manage all of the information about my travel itineraries. So, for instance, you can see here's my return flight when I get to go home in about a week or so. It can give you the whole story, day by day of where you're going, where you're going to be. You can use it not just for your plane information, but for your hotel, for your ground transportation, all of that kind of stuff, and it keeps it all in one place. And, I use it to check in whenever I'm at the airport, too, so I can just literally pull up my confirmation code and be able to check in at the kiosk and make things really easy for myself. So tripit.com, you literally get the email from the airline and you forward it to plans@tripit.com and it automatically goes into the system. And I just find that to be amazingly cool. And that would be the voice of the Cincinnati Reds. So, welcome to the Cincinnati Northern Kentucky International Airport. The other one I'm going to mention to you before I hop off is Packing Pro, which is another one that I love that I wouldn't imagine functioning without. And you can literally kind of create your standard checklist. Like I have one that says conference packing checklist, but really it's like whenever I'm traveling professionally, and then personal trips. So that I remember, what do I need to bring if I'm traveling for business? What do I need to bring if I'm traveling personally? And you can literally just reuse them over and over again. So my personal one, since I'm on a personal trip right now, you can see everything's checked off. I can literally just go and hit the little cogs and have it uncheck everything, and it starts it fresh again. So that I can use the exact same checklist over and over again, and I don't have to think hard each time that I'm traveling. So that gives you a couple great ones. The one other one I was going to mention is called Rego, which, all of these are iPhone apps. I'm sorry, Android users, you'll have to check for yourselves to see whether or not you can get them on Google Play. But Rego is a great one for when either people are giving you recommendations of places to stay, restaurants to try, cool places to visit, or if, my husband and I discovered it first when we were on our honeymoon. And so there were places, like for instance, we have a whole list of places in Italy that we went, including some of the restaurants we really loved, some of the really cool hotels that we stayed at, that kind of stuff, that we knew if we came back we'd want to see again. So essentially it makes it just that much easier, and you can literally take pictures, like here we go, here's a picture from our honeymoon, me in front of the hotel, with some little notes about the fact that this is where we stayed and what we thought about it. And it's all mapped right there so we can know exactly how to get back to it again. So that's one you may not have heard of before, but hopefully it inspires you to have some fun. So no idea if you guys are actually going to get to see this because, airport Wi-Fi. Who knows? But one way or another, I got to run because I got to go check in with my mom because I think she's here to pick me up. So take care, everybody.